Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just 91 days away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, by far, what's really intriguing about Episode 9, and I think it's pretty safe to say that by far one of the big mysteries of the sequel trilogy that will be answered in Episode 9 has all to do with Rey's lineage, her identity, and specifically who her parents really are. Now, specifically her father is something that a lot of the fans are very intrigued about and very interested in, and really just hope that J.J. Abrams is going to be able to really provide a great and detailed story surrounding Rey's father in Episode 9. And that really is the core of the story, by the way, is that they really are bringing back the concept of family for both the characters of Kylo Ren and Rey, and what they're going to be going through personally from start to finish of this movie. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions as well as one of the set leaks, this is where things begin to get very intense for Rey's father and his identity in Episode 9. Now, specifically, it's described that one of the scenes that were filmed during the month of October of 2018, just late last year, involved the sequence that was shot over in Cardington, where it's explained that both Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver were on set acting in a scene where Kylo was said to be talking about Rey's father. Additionally, an unknown actor was on set portraying the role of Rey's father that was said to be attacked by a cloaked figure with a Sith knight or a Sith dagger of some kind that is actually said to be in his abdominal area, where it's said that the costume design that Rey's father was dubbed as Jan Talis, COTF outfit _303-injury/3. It's explained that Rey's father was killed by a mysterious man using an ancient Sith artifact, and that this will be visually seen in the film, though in the form of a vision provided by Kylo Ren to Rey. Rey's father goes by the name of Jan in the film and is said to have been very strong with the ways of the Force that posed a threat to somebody associated with the ways of the Sith and the dark side. Now, it's explained that part of the film will be a murder mystery surrounding the murder of Rey's father and her parents in general. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, what's really intriguing about this dagger, if you will, or this knife, if you will, that's going to be used against Rey's father, that's going to ultimately kill him in the form of a flashback, really does open up one's eyes as to exactly who he really was and what kind of potential this character really had. Now, with all the leaks and or indicators that we've been going over is that, of course, Rey is going to be the granddaughter of Palpatine himself, and it's very possible that it was Palpatine, or somebody that was sent by Palpatine to kill his own son and or daughter, or whoever, right? In order to pretty much, destroy any loose ends. Now, do I think that Palpatine legitimately had a real son or a daughter in, the Star Wars Skywalker saga? I'm not quite sure about that. I think that what he did was something very familiar, or something similar, I should say, to what we saw in the Darth Vader comic, where Palpatine is said to initiate the birth of Anakin Skywalker through Shmi. It's very possible that Palpatine chose somebody by random and was able to create Rey inside of another character that was also a woman that is associated with, a husband or a lover, if you will, whatever have you, right? So with that being said, Rey's parents, big mystery in the film, her father being labeled as Jan Taris, very interesting name, it kind of sounds Star Wars-y if you ask me. But one thing that we don't know about Episode 9 is exactly who killed Rey's father and her parents in general. That is the big part of this movie, and the fact that a murder mystery is going to be an element in The Rise of Skywalker, and how the world of Kijimi is going to play a large role in all of this is really going to be very intriguing. Now, Zuri Bliss, by the way, who is portrayed by, Kerry Russell, who was originally dubbed as Mara, which could mean something more or nothing at all to that character at this point in time, but the character of Zuri Bliss is actually said to be somewhat related to the story surrounding Rey's father and the character of Rey and exactly why Rey is on Jakku. It's very possible that it was Zuri Bliss who actually brought Rey to the world of Jakku for all we know, since if you look at the world of Kijimi, which is said to be the home of Zuri, you do see the same exact ship flying to the surface of that world in the teaser that you see in The Force Awakens of the ship that's leaving a young Rey. So with that being said, Rey's father, very intriguing because he's very strong with the ways of the Force. It really does bring up a lot of questions. Now, this is said to be a moment in the form of a vision that's provided by Kylo Ren where he shows her the truth about her parents. It's basically extending the truth of what was applied in The Last Jedi and kind of telling it in a different way. Now, could Kylo Ren be lying that her father and her mother were killed and that these visions are false? That's a big possibility too. I don't think that we can just, put that to the wayside just yet. But from what it seems, everything that's being laid out is that Rey's parents are killed, and a big part of the story is going to be a murder mystery, and that her father was named Jan Taurus and went under different aliases as well. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.